So today, I'd like to introduce you to Joe Semprini and our new podcast called The Artist's Heart. And the reason that it's called The Artist's Heart, you'll understand once you get to meet Joe, because everything he does comes straight from the heart.
Hi, it's Joe Semprini, Semprini Art, Artworks. Got a painting I did about 2 years ago, Interstellar. The painting is on glass. You paint the reverse side of the glass, so you get a three-dimensional effect. You paint your foreground first, your background last, and you get a nice 3D effect with different geometric shapes, and the back is kind of interstellar, which is the name of the painting. And this is going to be auctioned off on eBay shortly. We're doing this video, and then we're going to post it up on eBay for auction. And I think the price is, $1,800. And then that's the reserve on it, and then whatever we get in the auction. Art will go to charity, either City of Hope or American Cancer Foundation. But that's kind of it. It's framed. It's 19 by 24, about an inch and a half black wood frame, all hand done. Everything is hand done, and it's really 3D. It's pretty nice.
Tell me what interstellar means, why you did it, why is it on glass? Tell me about that particular painting and what it means to you and why you did it.
Okay. I originally came up with the concept, kind of by accident, when you put paint on. You could take any mirror or a glass window and paint whatever you want on the back of it. The reason I like it is it's kind of 3D, because you get the space, the way it comes out. You put the foreground first, and then you paint another layer and another layer, and then the final layer in black. It's kind of like a mirror, only not a mirror. It's like the black paint on a mirror, it would be mercury, and they're putting on the back part of the glass, which makes the reflection. Now, this is by putting like just black and various star-shaped objects. And I have like little satellites in there and whatever, and different color paints, which some are iridescent, where as you move to the right or to the left, the painting changes 3D, because the reflective paints, the metallic paints, as you move, they reflect. So you get a 3D effect, plus as you move around the painting actually changes. So it's kind of alive, but it's a painting. It's not, it's not alive like a video. It's more like a painting, but you get a 3D effect. And what it means to me is just interstellar. It's definitely galactic, if you like the stars and UFOs and that kind of thing. I believe there's more, if you close your eyes, there's more unseen than seen. And it's if you have the vision to see what's out there, you could put it into a painting like this. It's not like looking at a forest or a tree. This is interstellar. It's different galaxies, spaceships, horizons, things that are out there. You might not see them yet, but they're coming.
Yeah. So tell me, does it matter to you which direction that painting is hung? Laterally, portrait, does it matter to the artist as to how that's hung?
I like it the way it is. I mean, you could hang it horizontal or perpendicular. It may be more appealing to you. So yeah, you could take that and shift it whichever way you like. It's not going to matter. It's not a sculpture where it's going to fall down or something. It's a painting, which it's pretty cool to move around it and see the different colors as you walk by, you'll see a copper or gold or silver that comes out that's sprayed on, on a certain layer that you can't see if you're looking directly at it, but if you move to one side or the other, it comes out. So it's interesting. It's kind of alive and with certain movement, The color changes there. When you move, that's what I'm talking about. See, here too, you see it's bright gold around that circle. It's like a little satellite. And you come up close, you got the 3D background. But as you move through the piece, and this is a small one, okay? But you could see the colors change. Like right here, see how that color, you can't see it, and then all of a sudden you see the bright gold. Okay, and now here the same thing. It's not seen, then you move and you see the bright gold. Okay, this is a small one, so there's another one over there I could show you the same type of thing, but that could be like a planet, and you come back, and that's like a little, circular UFO type thing, vehicle. And then the background is, just things shooting through this universe. Those little splash lines are like, shooting stars or whatever, meteors. But it's all 3D. You get that blue, dark blue is what you do first, then the light blue in the back of that, and then the little planet in between, and then you got see the gold ones in the back. They're like little spaceships or planetary objects, there's a little UFO type thing with another planetary. It's a small painting. I have bigger ones than that, but you see what I'm talking about, 3D. You get a nice 3D effect. And I like just when I get a long tube and I just look at a little portion. That could be a painting in itself. That could be a painting in itself. You could take any of these things and just get real close, and that's a painting. Like right there. That could be a separate painting. And blow it up. And so on. And,
talk to me about painting on glass. I understand as a novice on canvas, there's a grippiness to the paint.
Right.
But on the glass,
it sinks into the canvas. Whereas this, you paint it and it's more flat. It's, I wouldn't say it doesn't sink into the glass, it just attaches, but it just spreads out kind of flat, okay? But you could spray paint, you could, use other mediums, splash on it, which comes out different. You might get a splash effect, or which I do on part of it to get like little stars in the background and get interstellar, planets or whatever you might predict out of it. So that part, it's similar to painting on canvas, but when you first start, you do those circles, or I do a square or a triangle. It's very flat. It doesn't soak into the canvas, so it's a little sloppy, but it's fun. These are fun. You do it and you see, okay, well, that came out pretty good, or I'm not happy with it. But there's not much you can do after it's on the on the glass. It's there, and if you try and take it out, you're going to mess up everything, and it looks terrible. So it's a unique thing, but I like the 3D kind of effect you get, which you get somewhat on canvas, but it's different to paint it to get to look 3D. The materials are used several different types of paint. You have acrylic paint. I have various spray paints, metal spray paints, different colors, copper, gold, silver, white, black, blue. Then I have some latex paints in the background more to finish the painting. So, and it's on a glass, framed as wood. This particular frame is wood, painted wood. So it's good quality. It's very heavy, as a matter of fact. So it's a nice, sturdy artwork.
Great. Now we're going to be putting this on the podcast, The Artist's Heart. So I need you to tell me how this one came from your heart. How did it touch you? Was it because it made you happy? Was it because it made you feel cosmic? What was the artist's heart that was put into this particular work?
Okay, the way I feel about these particular type of paintings, and I've done several, they're unseen kind of. If you are an artist, at least I vision this stuff from what I see and try and put it on canvas, glass, aluminum, whatever materials I use. And it's fun for sure, but you want to portray part of the vision you're seeing that's out there. Shapes, sizes, like you only see 8 colors. There's infrared, X-ray, gamma rays, which you can't see. There are things you can't see with the naked eye. So if you're an artist and you see beyond the normal range, you put it onto whatever medium you're using. And this is multi-media use in the different paints. There's no visual like lighting or what have you. So it's quite a bit of feeling, fun, yes, from the heart. You want to express vision of what you see or feel and put it into your piece.
Very good. As a person interested in your art, is this something you could do if I needed you to do it in different colors?
Yeah, you could use whatever colors are available. I just bought some new colors, and I'm buying colors all the time, and there's acrylic, there are all new colors they're coming out with that are really cool. I mean, they really pop. So it's come a long way from red, white, and blue, and your primary colors from grammar school, to what's available now. And then some. I mean, there's new spray techniques. There's, these artists that paint motorcycles or cars. You see the Indy cars or the cars that are in the Grand Prix. I mean, some of the paintings on those are really cool. I'd love to have a painting on the side of a Ferrari going 230 miles an hour, which, I'm going to Long Beach Grand Prix this weekend. I love that stuff. I'd love to put one of my paintings on the front of a car. And just see it, because the motion would be another aspect to the painting, would be, going really fast. So I like that kind of thing. So yeah, you use different medias for the best you can, because they're not live. They are paintings, and so you get as much as you can out of it, but the sculptures, there's more three-dimensional. Your drawings, you try and do them as three-dimensional as you can, but it's a flat surface. So different things come out with, but you want to get your feeling out there, which makes you happy. I like doing it. I put on some jazz, and it makes you feel good, and you paint. Does it always come out right? No, but if you get 98% of what you do, you always don't feel like it's not perfect. I'll tell you that. Whether it's a sculpture, you go, well, that could be a little better, or it could have been a little rounder, whatever. As an artist, you're sometimes you'll say, wow, that's 100% of what you saw. But most of the time, you go, well, I could have added another color. So, but there's tons of new colors out there.
Excellent. That's so funny that you said that, because when I left college to go to live on Martha's Vineyard, I got my first car, and my first car was a Firebird. And Firebirds, my mom bought, they were kind of known for having paintings on that.
Yeah, they had little fire things coming out the sides or whatever, or the top of the hood, and the Trans Am had a flames, I think, coming up top of the hood. My buddy had one of those. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, you see these race cars now. I mean, the Grand Prix, the paintings on them are really. Then they wreck them. It's like, oh my God, but you know, maybe sometimes if you know it. I mean, I took pictures from Mario Andretti's racing team, Paul Newman, and at the time, you know, you have the contacts, but you know, are they going to trust you to put a painting on their car? They'd rather put an advertisement, I would imagine, and make some money.
Yeah.
So maybe if I sell a ton of these pictures, I'll have enough to put an advertisement on the front. Some pretty artwork. Yeah.
Exactly. James, did you have anything we should add to this?
I just think that we have a painting in the gallery that's from the digital collection.
What's really exciting, I just started doing digital artworks, which is all on computer. And it's really fabulous because they have a lot of different colors to use, a lot of different textures, which are industrial, and 10 different types and sizes of paintbrushes and backgrounds. And so I've done like a couple of UFO paintings, which show like an interstellar background. And the nice part about it is you can erase, if you don't like something, that a color you put up or a shape or a little design, you can erase it and say, okay, I want to do something different, which is really you can't do when you're painting. You don't have a giant eraser if you're using a paintbrush. So it's really cool, and you get a 3D effect, and it's just really fun to experiment with all the different colors and shapes and these textures that are, you know, you could put in the middle, across, underneath the painting to make it look. They really look cool. That you really, it's hard to do on either a glass painting or a canvas painting because you can't erase it and you don't know how it's going to look in your mind. So yeah, I can put that design on this canvas, but once you put it, you can't erase it. You can paint over it, which usually make a mess. This you just erase, and then you could try a different shape, the same shape but a different color. It's really cool. And, you know, it's kind of more interstellar-ish, or for me anyway, because it has so many different, it has little clouds and things like splashes that are already done. So you just, I want to put a little paint splash there. And that particular color, so you pick a color and boom, you splash. Or it has like a little Z, or it looks like a little snail crawling across the painting. That it's like, you know, wow, that looks really cool. And you put whatever color you want to put on there or take it off. Now, once you go on to the next thing, you can't erase it. So you have to finish whatever you're working on at that time. But I did so many interstellar ones that like are on the glass, but on computer, and they come out really cool. They're fun, and they're on the website. I got 4 or 5, maybe 6 already up, and I'm still experimenting with those. So, you know, you use one item and you say, oh, I'm going to use that in the background on the next one. So it's a learning process. The first one I did, I think is the best one I did. I was just experimenting. And I'm going, wow, that came out really nice. So, and the cool part is you could take any one of those digital paintings and blow it up on our site, 24 by 36 inches. So you can have a nice big picture of this digital artwork available on the website. You just, you know, pick out which one you want and blow it up on canvas, on real canvas and paint. So it's pretty cool. Well, that concludes our video for today. A little Artist Heart video podcast. Appreciate you being on board, and hope to see you next time And check out SimpriniArtworks.com. You'll see a lot of the new stuff up there.